Howdy, folks. This is Banner 0073 here, cruising the land, running over, and of course, pulling into that car park with the handbrake. Sorry for the little high note there. Just had to do something a little different with the voice for changing the intro. Now, as I said in my last video for Hollow Realization, I would be covering the tank skill next. Now, I apologize for getting the buffer skill one up late. That is due to bad internet connection, unfortunately. It's real janked up at the moment. Oh, well, was janked up. If I'm right, I should have already had it up by the time this one goes live, so to speak. If not, it won't be far off. But just probably means the internet's still janked, or was still janked at that time when I went to upload it. But anyway, that aside, as I said in the last video, I'm going to be working on the tank skill today, and I will clarify how I go about getting it, which might actually make it a lot easier for you, because this skill is by far the worst in the game. The attacker fusion skill is actually very easy to get. But the thing is, with the advent of DLC 3, which I remember, if I remember correctly, was the one who defies God, which does give you full access to having Tier in your party, who now for me is the 190 something. I'll just tell you actually what level she is. 194 she is. Anyway. Oh yes, you'll notice I'm level 186. Your level makes no difference in grinding these skill fusions. What does make a difference though, if you happen to be a high level, like I am, is actually your weapons and equipment. Now, I was actually not long watching a video by, I believe it was Transformers Black Ops, and I salute you, my friend, for posting a full walkthrough of the third DLC, as well as your best spots to grind skill fusions. And also your one for the Infinite Dungeon too, which I'm yet to actually get to floor 100 because I've got to do a little bit of grinding, hence why I've stopped doing that. I'm at floor 90 and that, but yeah, hence why I stopped doing that now. I'm grinding these skill fusions. That give me a few extra skills, which I actually will show you now, which weren't in the previous DLCs that No, they weren't, because they are only attainable through skill fusion level 5. Now, Set Pellet is the only place you can actually find these, although you can't find them in the skill tree, but it's easier to show you here. So you go across to Battle Skill, doesn't matter what weapon you're wielding, but whoops. Battle Skill, right down the bottom. Now, you will see that in the red text there it says unlocked at X skill fusion level 5. Now, for Healing Garden, as I mentioned, yes, the Healer skill fusion at level 5 you need. For Vigilant Fortress, Tank fusion skill at level 5, which I'm going to do at least the first part of for you today, because I'm going to give you some very, very good news. They actually reduced the requirements for these skill fusions, and it is awesome. So I can actually do the first one for you in this video for Tank, and actually show you how I do it. And of course, you have the attacker skill as well as the tank. There's attacker, tank, buffer, and healer. Anyhow, with that aside, with these other skills, which will come in very handy if I just go back down the bottom. Are we attacker? This is one of the best ones for using against any enemy. Attack plus 1500 for 3 minutes. That could be the difference between winning and losing. Yeah, I don't think I'll be using that one. Record Breaker, max attack increase plus 500. That's over an area. Plus area attack plus 1000. Ouch! That's kind of smart. Eternal Life. Grants nearby allies the will to defy death. Basically, for 10 minutes, once you activate this skill, and I'm thinking I've got it right. You're you basically cannot die for the time period that that buff is active. Now you notice it's recast 1020 seconds. That's a heck of a long time. Well, 180 seconds is 3 minutes. Let me just do some quick math here on my computer for you. It is 17 minutes, folks. 17 minutes you can't use that for. So, the time that that buff runs out, you got 7 minutes worth to go. Oh my lord. Anyway. Anywho. So yeah, these skills are going to be quite handy. Of course, they'll have their respective SP costs. But anyway, onto the tank skill. Now, you want to go to, because that shows up on the map, right? Galilix Cavern. Might bring it on the other map, might be a little better. There you go. Galilix Cavern. Now, for a tank, like most of them, at the first thing, you've got to do X amount of the requirement on level 100 or above enemies. Which, for this area, is extremely easy. Oh dear. This is why I can't do NAS recordings, folks. Anyway, as I was saying, you go to Galilix Cavern, and you go up to where my cursor is on the top right hand side in that little loop. Now, if I did you will come to an area where you have a little bit of an opening. Just drop my map off the screen. You'll see a Gigas Slaughterer at level 106 or thereabouts, as well as 2 Bloody Void Piercers at level 102, 103, something like that. When you get to the point where you see these, followed by this, you're in the right part of the area. Now, what I do is I use this little nook here, because you've got the ability to hide right in the deepest part here. It sort of acts as a bit of a funnel, and Straya, stop jumping. It sort of acts as a little funnel so you can actually take one attack at a time, so to speak. Now, the biggest part of this one, what screws a few people, I think, is the fact that you've actually got to perform a partner guard. Now, if I just show you the requirements. Perform a partner guard on a level 100 plus enemy 10 times in a 2-person party. Now, that's massively reduced from the original 800 you had to do. So, yeah, I'm going to relish the opportunity to get these done nice and quick. Anyway, now, partner guard is to destroy weapons, and don't you dare attack Straya. Oi, yes, stand there, Straya. She has a tendency, like most AI in this game, to attack. Now, partner guard. Got my menu off there. My palette try to say. When you press L1 on the PS4 version, or on the Vita version, I believe it's L, or left bumper, or whatever the heck they call it on the PS Vita, you'll have a semicircle come up behind you. Now you'll notice she has a buff there under her little icon. That is your partner guard. Basically, she gains a physical shield. Now, the way to do this is actually not with this weapon. You can do it with a katana, but personally, I won't be. For me, this is going to change my stats, but oh well. What I need is any one-handed weapon. It can be a rapier, a scimitar, a dagger, a club, a sword, whatever you want it to be, really. Now, for me, at least for the time being, I will, just to make sure I have HP plenty, I will choose my Unseen Anima +9 from my main hand. I will also add my Cardiac Shell +9 in my offhand. And this acts even better than just standard blocking because if you set your pallet up like I do, you'll see what I mean. Sheath my weapons. Come here. Now it's all about going between. She gains physical thing each time you press the button, so you can. She's actually willing to stay behind me. And that's where you gotta keep them behind her. So it's a matter of. You got a lot of sound effects here. Straya, come here. This is the problem with the tank skill. And I have a problem with not wanting to stay behind you. This is why I spam L1 and press form up. So I set my form up skill to keep her behind me. This was especially bad with Liz doing the whole 800. Now if I just pull aside for a second, sheath my weapon. Sorry for all that pinging. That's just me pressing L1, I had to. Go here. Now, it's going to take a little bit to register. Sometimes it'll register, sometimes it won't. But basically, got to be close to you when the enemy attacks you. But as you can see there, I've got 2 on hers. Now, the problem is, because my power is so high, I'm going to deal damage to these enemies anyway. That's a partner god. Now I just spam L1, combine with form up, and wait for the enemy to attack. Sometimes it'll de-aggro, so you'll have to reset to actually get it to Straya! Straya, no! This is why it's annoying. You can buff Straya, but you're not attacking. And you'll be getting a lot of sound effects here, folks, and I apologize for that. But this is my method that works because it's a spam of virtual holding L1 and the form up. You'll also take a little damage, but you're not going to take much. You don't even need HP regen when you're a high level. I did this originally at level 80, so I had to do it for 800 times with Liz, and boy does she not like staying in one spot. Straya's being a little more persuasive, shall I say. Straya, stay there. I apologize for the spam of that pinging noise. Oh my god. How has this... We'll save yours a little bit, folks. I'll just check this thing with Straya's thing. This should have unlocked. No way. That's we gotta not have an enemy's HP bar on the top of the screen. Skill fusion. Now, you'll see, it is a little indiscriminate sometimes, so, you notice there I got 8 when I should have had more than 10 for it, pretty much. Because sometimes I had to register 2 instead of 1. And that's with one enemy attacking, mind you, so... Sometimes it's a little luck of the draw. So just virtually spam L1, whatever you got form up set to. That'll keep them behind you, because they have to obey the command. It's one command they have to obey, which is very, very handy. The basic partner guy means you've got to take damage at the same time as them while they're got that physical shield up. And my face. Yeah, sometimes you'll see it pop in the But a lot of other times you won't even notice it. That didn't work. Maybe it wasn't the correct level. Let me grab this this one over here. Oh. They're just walking into the thing. Like, really? Fine. I don't grab the Giga Slaughterer. Just try to get over here. Oh my god. Maybe more on its attack range than you were. That's better. Might actually be able to take some damage. I'm hoping I can get this to work for you folks, because this is being annoying. Just like this whole spamming the button. Game, are you even registering what I'm doing? Get back here. No, Stray, I'm not switching. You're not doing buffer. There we go. So yeah, just look pop up that I've learned it now. If I far out. That's one thing I hate when trying to talk to your partner sometimes. Anyway, if I go to skill fusion, we have learned tank skill fusion. Oh wow, that enemy respawned really quick. I just go over to my acquired. You can see there I got a buff of level 5. Not that that matters. Oh, 3. Oh, I think I know that level 3 might be. Yeah, that might be a. I have to have a look at something. That one, I don't know what that might be about. I'll tell you about that one in another video if I'm right or wrong. Anyway, so that essentially is how you do the tank buffer skill. Buffer skill? I suppose in a way it's a buff, but tank skill fusion. Now we head back to not that one, fool. The map. Teleport Gate Plaza I like to go to because it's a nice central area and you can get out of Lakeside Park or Market Street if Argo's not there. Because of course, like Olin, you need to talk to Argo. And it just so happens she is actually in Teleport Gate Plaza. And she's right behind me. Then again, as I said, excuse me, skill fusion. I want to start a quest. I'm sure. We want first try, we want tank fusion. Now with Stray we unlock a CG when we get it to level 4 and talk to her in town afterwards. For those in DLC 3, which is Alice, Yu-Gi-Oh, Argo, 7, and Rain, they all have to be level 5, which now is not so much a pain in the butt. Unfortunately, none of them want tank, which is extremely good for me. Anyway. Yeah, as I said before, introductions. Anyway, getting back to where I was. We have now activated level 4 quest. We go to skill leader, we now have to do it 15 times on a level 110 plus enemy. Level 110 above, that nice one should be probably 20 or 25 on a level 120 plus. But that changes things up just a fraction. The first part worked for actually, hang on, there is one other way this skill will work. I might as well show you right now, quickly, and it'll work for the other one too. Works for attacker. Go into multiplayer, union mode, Solo. Now I'm just gonna flip it on Nightmare. You don't have to, but it can be hard if you wanted to, but I'm going Nightmare for the sake of it. And do it once you got a skill fusion quest active. Go here, select map. Yeah, I'll just keep the same one I was at. Galax Kevin. After her. Change partner. Now you want to change only your partner to the one you're doing the skill fusion with, in my case. Straya. Now, let's go. I'm gonna go use your preferred gear, whatever one you want to use. Whatever gear you want to use will be your preferred style, as long as you can do the same thing, we're all good. Now, it can be made easier with being two enemies to attack you, but be careful doing that because you might end up actually dying. Okay, I'll show you what I mean here with these enemies. Now, I can take these out easily at my level, but let's see what damage he deals. So I'm not even going to defend. There you go. Stray is easily taking them out. You stay there, Stray. I want to take some damage. There you go. 2,000 damage. And my health, that's nothing. So as you can see here, hard mode, well, nightmare mode will easily cater, and if you're an high level like I am, it doesn't matter. So, multiplayer, solo, nightmare, go to your preferred grinding area, and get to it. As in my preferred method is to spam L1 and use the full command to keep her behind me. Other people might have a slight variation on that method, but that's mine, and it works for me. And with this reduced amount we gotta get, it's even better. So, next up, I'll either tackle the attacker or healer skill. I haven't decided which one yet, but I'll do one of them. Of course, you'll know which one I do by whatever the next video ends up being about. One of those. It should be one of those two. Could be an Axel World vs. Sword Art Online video, because I'm closing in on doing my first character video, my first character overview. It's going to be Kirito because, you know, why not? Anyway, all that being said, if you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, and if you loved it, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. With that all being said, I'll see y'all next time. This is Bandit 0073, smoking up those tires, burn that rubber out of here, and signing out.